Hello everyone, welcome back to Artocrafter. So today's video is all about sketchbooks. I'm going to show you the ones I have used and the ones I'm still using. This is especially for beginners who want to try watercolor, loose sketching, or urban sketching, but don't know where to start. Honestly, I was in the same boat not too long ago, and I'm still learning. So let's dive in. This is my all-time go-to sketchbook at the moment. It is very economical. I think I bought it for 34 or 35 Aussie dollars, and it has 50 sheets. The paper is very good. It's 300 GSM. It's A5 and it has 50 sheets. You can use double sides for practicing, then it would be 100 sheets. Let's start. So this is the practice page. I was just trying to understand how the colors work on this paper. So that was my first painting. You can see that the colors are very nice. And by the way, in this one I was using Winsor and Newton Cotman colors. The paper is thick, colors are very nice. You can see here. And then I was using I think I was using the ink pen here with the carbon ink. This one is also it's a series of the airplanes. It was one of them. A nice minaret of a mosque in Lahore. It was built in 1641. So my art style is urban sketching and a loose style. So you will see all of my work having the same style. This is the unfinished project. Another very nice red telephone booth in London. This one was the lesson which I experiment or practiced from the YouTube channel, the DigiPen. You can see the name here. This was also a practice session, just trying to understand the light and shadow here, and also in this painting. This was the painting where I just let myself loose and just go with the flow, and it has all the looseness you can see in any urban sketching. So here you see the paper is still visible. There are some spots which are dark. So I really like this one. This is related to the spice inspired series. I'm foodie, and so the food somehow makes its way into everything which I do. So the first two pictures on top are for the star anise. These two are the cloves, black cardamom, and here I just realized that instead of just drawing or painting or sketching, I should give some personal touch for these spices as well. So here's some handwritten notes. Same for the red chilies. This was a sketch. I think I took this reference from Google Street. This is also from the Google Street view, but this place is real. It's near to my home where I live. I think 1 or 2 kilometers away from here. It's an pub, local pub in our area. I like the structure because it's a wooden structure and it's not symmetrical. So I really like that. And here the same building with a different angle. I think the angle is same, just the style is different, with some loose sketching and wet on wet. This one is purely imaginary. There is no reference for this painting. I just tried to use the old childhood memory of having a home tree beside it, and some fence, and the sky behind it. This was a very quick sketch in the morning. It's a coffee cup, and you can see that it was wet and wet, and I was in hurry that I didn't bother about the correct shades. But this is all about the loose sketching and your style. You don't need to be perfect. Just capture the moment, enjoy that moment, and that's it. This is a sketch I took a reference from, I forgot now, when I took a picture. Maybe it was from Unsplash. This is again Google Street View, and this is a North Sydney post office. It's actually near to my office where I work. The signal was an addition here. It was not in the actual reference, so I just added it for some artistic touch. This is September, a cause which is very near to my heart, and it is a cause for the people who are suffering from cerebral palsy. So every year we just walk for them in the month of September. So in 2025, I gave myself a target for 500,000 steps, and I could walk for 449,912, and my target to raise the fund for this cause was $500, but I managed to get the funds for $185, which is fine. I mean, at least I could contribute something for this cause. Oh, this is a reference picture. I think also I took it from Google Street View. It's a suburb in Sydney, Greater Sydney. Newtown is the name of the suburb. This was a reference paint picture, I don't know from where, but I was just learning the effect of light. This one is another cafe in Greater Sydney suburb. I think it's in San Susi suburb. A nice one. I think these two palm trees were added by myself. These were not there in the actual picture, but it's giving a very nice composition to this painting. This is also a Google Street View of some restaurant, wine bar. It's a corner building, very nice one. And here I tried to experiment the heavy foliage. You can see some mistakes here, but that's fine. This is all about the learning. I remember this day. I was not feeling well at that day, but I just wanted to paint something. So I just sketched this window. Another interest of mine, which is book reading, and I found this picture, I think, on Unsplash, and it was very nice. It has the perspective, right, and it has a nice composition where you have the light coming from the window and then a lamp here. It seems too much when I was drawing or sketching it, but it was real fun too, and that was a challenge for myself. Oh, this was the painting in November last year before we moved from that apartment. So that was I think I was sitting on the balcony and having my coffee or tea, I don't remember. This is our mosaic tiled table, and then you can see that this is the wet on wet. I was just giving some impression of the plants, the terrace garden I have. I think it's from the Pixabay, a nice street view. This is the building I think in New York. It's a corner building which has roads on this side and the other. So for this sketch, I just kept the building, but I think I should have added some people walking around, and also um, the hint of the road which was on the back of the street, sorry, back of the building. This is very interesting. It's a cabin with a bench, and here I was experimenting or learning the effect of light and the shadow. So this one is a nice practice painting for me. This I took the reference from Pixabay. I don't know how big you can see it, but let me bring it near to the camera. So here you can see it's a mat and two Snickers on this. It was a nice to capture something other than the buildings. So this is another day of experimenting and learning watercolor and its techniques. So here I have drawn the three similar view of the corner of a building and the window, and then I tried to have some realism and some loose sketching. So this is actually my style that I need to focus on. In this painting I was learning the perspective. So actually this actual reference has some other small buildings and other structure around this, but I just focus on this tower and to understand and learn the perspective. This one is latest one from Pixabay, the reference I took from. Nice hotel view which has a salon and a coffee shop near. Again, light and shadow, understanding the moment and trying to capture the energy of the image. This little cat I added myself, taking the advantage of an artist, and that was the last painting of this sketchbook. This sketchbook is actually my first sketchbook ever, where I was working to understand the perspective, the shapes, the shadows, different mediums. Like I was trying to experiment marker color here, but I couldn't find them attractive, and then I moved back to watercolors. In this one I was trying to understand the vanishing point and the perspective around it with different squares and then rectangles, joining the lines towards the vanishing point. So there are days when you don't know what you want to do, just keep scribbling. This has a story. It is in the Lane Cove National Park in Sydney. So we went for a picnic and we were sitting on the grass with my daughter, and then I sketched this one. Here I was trying to learn the color wheel. So which color is the contrast of the other color. For example, if you have the orange on the warmer side, then you have the blue on the cooler side. It's a nice exercise. A quick sketch. It has a mixed medium with the watercolor and I think some markers here. Some practices on different shapes, different perspective. Oh, this was the lamp, a quick sketch from some reference. So this is a paper clipper or punch machine, I think, and so I try to sketch it from the different perspective. And this was the hair dryer sitting on my table because I use this hair dryer to dry my watercolor layers. So I was getting bored and I just sketched it. I think this is a juice box, and this is a mason jar. Some angles to understand the stairs, which is between the two walls. Oh, this is wonderful. So this is a sketch of mine that is drawn by my daughter. You can see the personal note here, drew by Maliha, July 25. It's a nice touch. And this is also a sketch by her, a mindful reader, in 2025. So one thing, sketchbook is not only the book where you are just keeping your sketch or you are sharpening your skills. It is also a memory. Like after 10 years, maybe 5 years down the road, I will just open this sketchbook and cherish those moments. So even if you are making mistakes like me on the pages, keep them as it is, because this is the learning curve from where we all are going through. This was the cabin, if I'm not wrong, in Canberra, where we were staying for a couple of days during the winter holidays last year. And yep, I was right. This was the Alivio Tourist Park in Canberra. This was the cabin. This area on the right is the kitchen. You can see the kitchen cabinets and the fridge and other things. And that was the main door. So this sketchbook is keeping quite a lot of memories. Again, another sketch from the same place. I think this was the view of the bunk bed. So you can see there is this is a mattress, and then there is a bunk bed on top. This was a reference from Google. It is a church in Mangrove Mountain in Australia. This was the hatching practice I was doing. Some more shadows, Chevy, and a loose sketching. You don't need to have a perfect lines, perfect shapes. Just think about the perspective and everything goes well. This is the fiddle fig leaf plant, which is one of my favorite, and I also do have it in my house. I'll try to attach a picture in the video of the real plant which I have. This is the same car, if you see on the other page. This was the loose sketch. It is still loose, but I just added some details, but keeping it loose, open, keeping the energy of the moment. IKEA lamp. I was thinking to buy it, so while I was just searching, I just made a quick sketch of this lamp. Some hatching practice here. The telephone booth, which I showed you in the other sketchbook. I think this was the practice, and then I realized that I need to just, instead of sketching and painting the whole booth, I just took the first half of the upper half of this booth. Some more practice. Iron board with the iron. You can. So sometimes we think that we don't have any subject in front of us, or we don't know what to draw. Sometimes we think that there is no subject, but if you look around, you will find the subjects all over the place. For example, this was the teapot, which so this is the iron board and the iron stand. So this is the iron board and iron. Sometimes we think that we don't have any subject to draw, and that is the moment when you need to look around, and you will find there are many subjects around you which you can sketch. For example, this teapot, and I think it was the afternoon tea, and I just quickly sketched it, and it's just the gel pen with some blue and black ink. Some more hatching, a quick sketch, some more practicing, learning. Plane, it's a nice one, and I try to use some markers to give some energy in this painting, or this sketch, and I use the marker to give some energy in this sketch. Same, and here I was learning the perspective. If you see that, if this side of the wheel, I think this is the barbell, and this side of the barbell facing towards you would have a different angle as compared to the other side. Again, some learning perspective on the urban sketching. This is the Spice series, which I already showed you in the previous sketchbook. So I think that was the practice session here. Some more sketching, and these were the things around me. So I just made a quick sketch. Quick sketching here. You don't need to think, and you don't need to make it perfect. Just take a sketchbook, a pen. Just take a sketchbook, a pen, some colors, and draw whatever comes in your mind. You don't need to have a perfect lines. You don't need to worry about the perspective. They keep a perspective in mind, but you don't need to worry a lot. And keep yourself loose. Keep the moment, the energy of the moment. Keep the energy of the moment, and it will go well. Some more sketches. I think this is also one of the practice which I did before the final painting, which I showed you in the previous sketchbook. Some more sketches here and there with very loose wet on wet watercolors. Some more buildings. This is train station, Beaverton. Some construction work is ongoing, and I just tried to capture that moment. It's a nice bridge, rail bridge, and staircase, a pole, and that is the underpass. Nice moment. Yeah, so that's about it. So you would have got an idea that we don't need to have a perfect angles, we don't need to have a perfect lines. It's all about the feeling. It's all about how you want to express and how you want to tell stories to others. Thank you very much, and see you in the next video. Keep watching.